Hello everybody, gonna do a little shooting today. Gonna bring you guys along. I got truly one of my favorite guns. Now you guys probably hear me say that a lot. So true gun aficionados, how do you say which one is your favorite? It's like saying which one is your favorite child. You can't do that, right? Well, it's funny because in my doomsday prepper little group of community, we talk about guns. The world ends, the zombies attack. The conversation goes like this. What other gun besides your AR-15 are you gonna carry? Some say shotgun, some say long range rifle, some say handgun, whatever. Every one of us agree the first gun you get, AR-15. That's the first one you grab. It's a debate on the second one you grab. So anyway, have a lot of fun with that. So this guy is a Palmetto State Armory. It's one of their put together guns. You know, you buy the upper and the lower separate and kind of assemble it. And we've done a few of those and had fantastic luck. The price is great. You know, I was at some pawn shops recently and the price of good AR-15s is dropping. I don't know how it could get any lower. I know I'm into this, probably less than 500. I think I seen one for $379. It had a pretty nice handguard on it. I'm like, wow, these ARs are dropping. And I'll tell you what, guys, these are, I don't know if you can buy a bad one. Anyway, this is what I have. This is kind of my standard go-to, hunt prairie dogs, hunt coyotes, do whatever. This is the one I grab. The optic on it is a Vortex 1-8 Strike Eagle, and it's got a really unique reticle. I don't know if I can get the reticle in the camera for you guys to be able to see it. We may get lucky. No, I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. But it's a funky reticle. It's got like a dot with a circle around it. It's pretty neat. I mean, for quick target accusation, I mean, my son has one, a good shooting friend of mine has one. We've really went to these, we really like them. If you guys have seen my videos on this gun, it's got mobile backup sights. I've shot like 1.5-inch groups with open sights with this guy, and that's before I mounted the optic on it. So anyway, love this gun, haven't shot it for a while, kind of time to dust it off and go shoot it some more. So I'll tell you what, the whole gist of the videos today is to test some ammo. These are my hand loads, 55 grain, Hornady soft point boat tail. We've bought these guys in bulk and we bought them pretty dang cheap. I don't quote me on price. I think they're around $10 a thousand if you buy it, or excuse me, $10 a hundred if you buy them in the bulk. Super great value. We've had great luck with them. It's interesting, and you can even see on this one, the tip is just a little bit deformed. They've still shot good for us. So, me and my son, my shooting buddy, we all have went to this CFE 223 powder, had great luck with them. Something that's different today, and I'd like some feedback if you guys have got some experience. I'm using these CCI military primers. They're calling it a number 41. So when I first started loading 223s, talking to a good friend of mine at work, big gun nut, knows way more than I do about guns, was telling him that my primers would, like the primers, if I can explain it, are like sitting in their square. And when you shoot them, they kind of go like this. And then now the primer's hanging out of the case. And it bugged me for some reason. And so this guy says, use Remington small rifle primers. Okay, so I went down, bought some Remingtons, and they don't do that. And his theory is they're just a little heavier built primer. And that's all exclusively loaded for probably 10 years now. Had great luck with them. Well, in the last 2 or 3 years that, you know, our ammunition and reloading supplies have been on such a crunch, I found these CCI, they're calling them a 5.56 ammunition. You know, in the box says military, something on it or another, I don't know. So I thought, well, these was available, Remingtons were not, so I'm gonna try them. So today's gist is this is my tried and true load, but a different primer. So I've got my Dillon 650 set up. I've never loaded rifles on that. And I got it set up to do these, and my plan for the next couple months when it's cold, you know, it's December 20th right now, I'm out here in a flannel shirt, but winter's coming one of these days, not sure when, but when that time comes, I'm just gonna hunker down in the gun room and load I got a big batch of these brass and bullets and powder, so I wanna do a big batch, but I hate doing a big batch, even though it's a proven load, without sending some downrange to try them out. Plus I wanna see what these primers look like. So we're gonna shoot I got 2 targets up there. We're going to shoot 2 3-shot groups. We'll go look at both of the 3-shot groups, and then we'll examine the primers and see what they look like. Okay, so have a look at the target. Okay guys, I haven't shot an AR in 15 in a long time, and I'm okay with these groups. They're not bench rest groups. That guy's 1.125", something like that. So here's the 3 shots. Aiming right here on this bottom quarter of the tape. This guy I'm aiming on this side of the tape. There's 3 shots there. That's maybe a little bigger. Yeah, slightly under 1.5 inches. Not too bad. All right, guys. Well, you know, are those groups the best I've ever shot with an AR? No, they're not. For me personally, if I don't shoot ARs on a regular basis, I don't shoot that great with them. I've got some bolt action rifles that just got fabulous triggers, and I kind of get used to those, and I get to the AR, they're not the same. It just takes me a minute to get used to them. So, is there anything wrong with the load? No. Anything wrong with the gun? No. If I call them, probably gonna do some coyote calling this winter. If I miss, it's not because of the gun. Loosen up behind the triggers, why? So anyway, we're going to talk about these primers. The primers look great. Try to get that in there where you guys can see it. But the primers are just fine. I've had some really weird primer issues, and I'm going to sit down and chunk out 1,000 of these. I think they're just fine. No issues at all with the primers. So anyway, little shorter video. I'm gonna wrap it up today. The sun's going down. I'm gonna call it a night, but thanks for watching, everybody. If you're interested in the AR-15 world, I don't work for Palmetto State. I just have got some experience with them. My son's got one. Actually, I think I might have 2. Got some relatives with them. Palmettos are great. I'm just telling you my experience. I think there's a lot of other good ones out there also. My experience with palmettos are awesome. So anyway, I don't work for them. They don't sponsor the channel. They don't even know who I am. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Please subscribe.